Welcome back, everyone, to OpenLine, talking about pre-K in Tennessee and a massive research project that's gone on for 13 years that studies kids who have gone through pre-K. It came back and reported first after the first year of pre-K. Then it reported after third grade. And it's recently just reported on these same kids, following them all through their school careers after sixth grade. We have with us Kelley Durkin, research assistant professor at Peabody College, part of this whole process. And we're in our last segment now. So I want you to kind of just, bottom line it, big picture for us. Let's start. Why should we all care about what you found here?
Yeah, I think it's really important to point out the necessity to think about the quality of the program and what's going on in those spaces. Are the spaces built for 4-year-olds? Do we have these kinds of open-ended questions going on, high-quality conversations? I think it's also important to think about not thinking of pre-K as the single source solution to a myriad of very complicated problems. We found that kids who went to a high quality school and interacted with at least one high quality teacher as their teacher during kindergarten through third grade showed positive effects of pre-K. But only 12%, or about 1 in 10 of our kids, got that. So I think it also makes me think about how, while it's really important to think about pre-K and the quality of pre-K and how we keep improving that, we also need to be really mindful of what's happening to these students, especially students from potentially under-resourced, low-income households, once they get into kindergarten and beyond. And how do we support them and their teachers throughout the schooling and not be expecting, this 1 or 2 years of pre-K to provide this protective factor against everything they might experience afterwards.
And I didn't give the results, but in a quick nutshell, as we've said, after the first year, there was a bump. Kids that were in pre-K did a little better than kids that weren't. After third grade, that was not the case, and after sixth grade, that's not the case. So twice now, we've seen some concerning details, I guess. And so if someone were to use this study, and I'm sure it's been done, in the legislature and say this shows we shouldn't do pre-K, it's not valuable, let's stop doing pre-K, what would you say?
I would say I think that would be a really missed opportunity to take advantage of these spaces and things and teachers you have in place. Let's try to keep improving the quality of the program that we have to make the experiences for kids what we think they need to help them before they get to kindergarten. And then also let's make sure we're supporting them once they continue on in school, because there's this opportunity to give them some great experiences before they get into kindergarten, but we have to make sure we're doing it right and not scaling it up too quickly.
And as a result of this, there have been changes.
Yes.
You're seeing changes, and that's good, and there's room for even more changes.
Yes, so I think the state's put a lot of really wonderful structural things in place to help facilitate these changes to be higher quality. They're working on coaching and trying to do this, and I think we just want to keep pushing to make these spaces friendly spaces for 4-year-olds and helping support teachers through professional development and coaching to improve the quality of their instruction.
And where do we go from here? So we have about 2 minutes left here. Where do we go? What will you be doing, and where does this research go from here?